is that I look at your astrology chart and I help you understand where you're at in your energy and connect dots between your unconscious and conscious mind. And through that connecting the dots, I will help. And I'm also reading your energy while we're communicating, and I'm going to help you navigate the process on the way. Now, I will say that, excuse me, this is probably going to be emotional. It's going to be vulnerable. All right. Let's just be here now together. All right. And we'll take it one step at a time. Okay.
All right.
So, and also just, you know, I'm recording this on my computer as well. And I'm going to send this to you. So, you know, as a gift, and and, you know, sometimes it's not easy to share a lot of personal stuff with people, but I know that you like me, like you're sharing your experience to help other people grow and learn. So thank you for this. Okay. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
You.
Absolutely. So I'm going to go ahead and start looking at your chart. I know you can't see it, but you will be able to see it when I send you the other video. Okay. So you are well, first, September 7th, 1980, 12:15 a.m., Twin Falls, Idaho, right?
Yep.
Okay. So right off the bat, you're a Gemini ascendant. You have your moon in Leo, 20 degrees, and your sun in Virgo. So happy late birthday, by the way.
Thank you.
And off the bat, you have a yod in your birth chart. Okay, so I talk a lot about yods because, you know, people like us, I have a couple yods in my chart as well. And this means that your soul came into this existence, to this lifetime, with a burden, if you will, that you agreed to carry out, to play out this lifetime. Sort of like you are the redheaded stepchild, if you will. You're the one in your family that chose to break free from the bondage of the belief systems and the behavior patterns of your family. Okay. That's why, like, you always probably felt weird, like, you know, like things don't ever seem to quite seem right, because you are the one that is meant to create this new thing. But when you were creating this new thing, you're a pioneer, right? And being a pioneer is a difficult fucking job. Okay. But this is where, first and foremost, you have to accept that fact. Okay. Being weird or being, like, you know, that type of person is a good thing. These curses, or things that feel like a curse, are actually your biggest blessings. These are the things that are going to eventually be what drives you to create this new world that you know deep down in your heart is there. You just don't know where the fuck, how to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And the learning lesson at your yod is your midheaven. So your midheaven, and it's in your 9th house of your belief systems. So this is where, and your white moon Selena and south node are conjunct to your midheaven in your 9th house. Okay. White moon Selena, that is your spiritual gift. It's your spiritual purpose. Literally your ability to be open and expand your mind to allow yourself to alter your belief systems. So you probably come from a family of very rigid belief systems.
Yes.
Right. So it makes you feel very like you're breaking the fucking mold when you're because you can think something's different, and then you can even do all this research and learn all this shit and have, like, you know, a PowerPoint presentation and show everything. But people with rigid belief systems, typically, they're just stuck in their shit. They don't care, like, whatever. Right. So the process is not as easy. Like, knowing it is one thing, but you have to live it and actually be it in order to show others to come along. So it's like almost like you already have to have made it, and then other people figure it out. So you have to let go of trying to help other people, of trying to get other people to come with you. You have to just say, sorry guys, fuck you, I'm out, I'm doing my thing. All right. Now you have a lot of energy in your bottom 6 houses, which means you're very, very introverted, ironically. Okay. But you have your Chiron in the 11th house. And your Chiron is opposed to Uranus. Now, this is like a generational thing, but this is where you probably had, there was some distance or there was some disconnection with one or both of your parents. Probably your father. Okay, but it could have been both of them.
I was adopted.
There we go. All right, so one thing with this placement is that drugs and escapism is a very, very big probability, and it's very dangerous because this is where you can get lost in some fucking rabbit holes. Okay, because you are incredibly sensitive to energy. So when you say you consume, I don't know, cocaine, right? Yeah. You consume cocaine, you're consuming the energetic vibration, the entity of that substance. And so you're so sensitive to energy that you literally take on the entity. So now that entity is working through you. Okay. And this is where, and then you start combining shit and then emotional stress and relationships. And you can imagine how fucked up that can get. Right now. But here's the thing, dude, you have the sun conjunct Jupiter in your natal chart. That is probably the single best astrological aspect anyone can have. That means you are fucking powerful. That is why you have done so many great things in your life. You have the support of Jupiter right there with your spirit saying, hey, let's fucking go. Now, what is Virgo? What does Virgo represent? It represents purification. Virgo is the original virgin, right? Yeah. Virgo represents structure. Now, so you're probably very good at structuring shit, right?
Sometimes.
Very, right. When you yourself are structured, right? And then we have your moon conjunct the North Node as well. So emotionally, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I have one brother.
Okay, how is your relationship with your brother?
Not that great.
Okay. So when you have the sun in the third house, that can make it so that your siblings are sort of like envious of you. Like, why does she get everything? I got shit. You know what I mean? Because you're the bright light shining, and you're just like, hey, dude, I'm just here. I'm being me. But this is how it comes across, right? So, so here, I'm gonna go into your progress chart here, and because I know you have a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, so right now, ooh. Yes, you do have some major shit going on right now. So I have a feeling that right now you're actually purging a massive part of this Chiron energy. So basically you had this idea of your life purpose, this vision of what you want to do out in the world, right? And now it seems that all that is coming crashing down. Because you basically, the person that you were with that vision is dying off. You're going through what's called an ego death. Okay? Chiron is in your 10th house right now, so it's regressed to your 10th house. So you're going through this. You're up leveling. Your vibration is raising. You're up leveling to. Oh, what's up, Jessica? You know Jessica? Oh shit, what's up, Jess? That's fucking crazy. Small world. Love you, Jess. So you have your Chiron in the 10th house, right? This is about your life purpose. This is almost like you have all this power, but you don't want it, right? So, but here's the thing.
Love you, Jessica. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Jessica, I love you. Hell yeah. All right. Also, you have your sun conjunct Pluto right now. This is why everything is so like, what the fuck? This is basically like you have Saturn conjunct Jupiter. That is fucking huge. Okay? Saturn conjunct Jupiter in the 3rd house, and your sun and your Pluto are on the cusp of your 3rd and 4th house. These are major fucking aspects. You're doing a major leveling up. So this is getting rid of toxic relationships, things that no longer serving you, and a bigger and newer vision of a more authentic life purpose that you are really meant to live. Because really, whatever you were doing before, you were undermining yourself. You are meant to do so much more. Okay, but you have your moon at 25 degrees Capricorn in the 7th house. So right now, the planets that are transiting, All right. We have Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn all in Capricorn. And the third decan of Capricorn, they're all basically sitting there stuck. Okay. So for you, this is in the house of your significant intimate relationships.
Oh, wow.
Okay. You also have your South Node right here in Aquarius. So you are letting go, purging out all of these belief systems of sacrificing yourself, of basically not having solid emotional boundaries. And this is, so your moon, like your emotional body is going through a massive fucking power wash. Okay. Right. So, and of course, right now too, we have Mars retrograde. Okay. Now in your progress chart, that'll be in your 9th house of belief systems. So you are going through just a massive death and rebirth, my friend. Massive amounts of shedding. So right now you're in this, like this plutonic energy is very powerful in you right now. You're in this middle space, right? This purgatory where you don't know who the fuck you are. Okay? You have to be okay with that. Allow everything that you're experiencing right now, just let it fall. Like it's like you're holding this fucking mountain in your soul. And you're like, I can't carry it anymore. But you know what? You keep fucking carrying it. Right? Now, emotionally, and this is all connected to your emotions. Emotionally, it's like it's just breaking off little brick by little brick. And each brick that breaks off, it's bringing you an aha moment. So you'll notice that every now and then as you're like, why? Like you wake up, I feel so heavy. Like, what the fuck is going on? This sucks. Oh my God. Right? And it feels heavy. And then suddenly it's just like, it just something floats away. And then all of a sudden you get this, aha. But then you're like, okay, is that it? I'm done. Am I done? Like, nope. So here's the thing. This is the process that you have to master. Okay. The process of letting go of the Saturnian influence, embracing the vulnerability of Chiron, and activating and regrounding the energy of Uranus. I'm going to explain to you now how we're going to do that. Okay. This is the process of embracing where you're at and learning how to most optimally process through these experiences. Okay? Because I'll tell you what, there's a lot of fucking people going through this shit right now. Okay? So you are not alone. And this feeling can make you feel like you are very alone. It is because your heart is opening. And when your heart opens like this, it can feel like your heart is breaking. But because it's breaking open. But when it breaks open, it purges out all the darkness, all that shit, all that gunk, right? So when it purges out all that gunk, you feel it. Everything is at the surface, reverberating, just percolating right there, right? And it's like that shit, it sucks. It just sucks the fucking life out of you. But it's sucking the life out of you that is no longer serving you. Okay, so remember that there's all serving a purpose. And this is where the stronger your faith is in the universe, in the process, in yourself, in your heart, the easier this will get. Okay, so this is literally let go and let God, okay, as a Christian would say. Okay, you're carrying it because you're trying to control it. But your ego, it wants to understand, you're trying to control it through trying to understand it. But the thing is, you're not meant to understand this, right? You're meant to feel it and let it go through you. But this is what you were conditioned to believe when you were a little child, okay? Finding out you were adopted, all that crazy shit. Yeah. Okay? And I was too, so I know exactly how that feels. Wow. Okay? So with the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction here, if you've been following my stuff, you know we're having another Saturn-Jupiter conjunction coming up here in December. So that's going to be a big fucking day for you. Okay. So yours is on the cusp between Virgo and Libra. So that is literally going to be square over to Capricorn. So you are going to have a massive shift in December. Massive shift. You're facing some very, very deeply embedded karmic debt. And so this has to do with your relationship with your brother is actually very significant in this. Okay, you need to repair that relationship. Okay, you guys need to stick together. Also, this has to do with you, education and community. All right, this is about you creating a safe space, letting go of the discomfort. So this is letting go of the Saturnian discomfort or control dynamic, getting out there, meeting new people, or doing whatever it is that you feel uncomfortable to do. So if you've been like feeling drawn to doing something, but you're like, not, have you been feeling anything like that lately?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to go into that. Okay? Do you mind sharing with me what that is?
Just being able to go out in public, you know, like lately, and I don't know if it's dealing with PTSD or what, but
yeah,
I literally cannot go out in public without having panic, you know, and like 2 years ago, I was out almost every single night, you know, hanging out with my friends, going out to concerts with my daughter, picking up trash, you know, different things like that. And
okay,
lately it's hard to even go out in public.
okay. So this is where you want to use that Virgo energy of yours and create a structure-ish, meaning that you like, so just going out, I'm not talking about just going out and partying and stuff like that, but I mean, through getting out of your comfort zone, you will learn to have fun again, but it's going to be different now because you are a different person. But you have to go out there with a structured plan in your mind, meaning that, like, you know, even say you go out to go food shopping, right? Have the intention of connecting with good, high quality, you know, high vibration people. Keep that intention while you're out, and say you're walking around, you're looking at food, and you look around, you just get like intuitive hit to look up and look at someone, right? Follow that intuitive hit.
Okay.
Because it doesn't make any fucking logical sense, but that is where the vulnerability is, by trusting that voice. Okay? And you may be like, okay, well then what the fuck do I say? Hey, I just got an intuitive hit to come talk to you. Believe it or not, I've done that before, and it's fucking weird, but you know, whatever. I got to the point where I just didn't give a fuck. But whatever it is, and this is where you have to have a plan. Like, hey, like I want to start, you know, like I want to create like a meetup or a community thing, or like do something where you're building a safe space, because whatever it is that you wish you had is what you need to create right now. So say for you feel lonely, right? You feel what the fuck is going on? Well, you need to connect with other high vibrational people, and because you are a leader, all right? And this is your opportunity to step in to the unknown and create the leadership aspects of your life that you want. Whatever it is that you feel like you're lacking, you need to go out and create it for yourself. That is the test here. Okay? And stepping in, and then as you step into that, you will find that you're stepping into that unknown vulnerability is the Chiron energy. Now your Chiron energy is in your 10th house. Your 10th house is your life purpose. Okay? So through doing this process of feeling vulnerable, of going out there, not knowing what the fuck to say, just following that intuitive guidance within, you're going to find that this person's going to be like, oh my God, I was having such a bad day. I needed that. I was thinking about this. And you're going to find that they're going to give you the pieces that you were missing. And that, with connection to people, is the activation of this Kundalini Uranian energy. And that creative Kundalini energy is what is going to create the life that you want, but you have to learn how to work with it and ground it back out. Okay? So this is also about, when you go through this process, don't get caught up in any expectations, and don't try to keep it a certain way, right? You connect with people, but you also have, at the same time, you have, this is where you're going to learn. You have to make sure that you create these solid boundaries. So it's like you're learning defense and offense at the same time, right? So as you're learning this defense and offense, you are, and you have Chiron oppose Mercury too. So you are literally like transmuting, like you are activating DNA in your body by doing this. Okay, it's going to change you. And every time you do it, you're going to find that a piece of your soul feels restored. It feels rejuvenated. It feels more alive. And you're going to gain more confidence and more excitement and more acceptance of your mission here. You're going to realize that you're doing this because there's a lot of other fucking people out there that feel just like you do, and they don't have the strength or courage to do it. So they need you to step up. Okay. And your North Node is in your first house too. So when your North Node is in your first house, this is about taking your power back. The South Node in the 7th house is about letting go. Like, so you probably gave your power away to your significant other, right? You are not meant to give your power away. You are meant to stand in your power and to have solid emotional boundaries. And when you do that and you practice that consistently, you are going to attract the right person. You are going to attract the right friends and people in safety and all the beautiful, abundant things that you know you deserve, but you have to clear out this self-sabotaging shit that you learned when you were a kid. Okay? Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Told you we were going to get deep. You just took a little journey there. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Do you have any questions at this point?
Oh, man. It's crazy. Just everything you're saying is just hitting right on point. It's just crazy.
Thanks, Jess. Yeah. So, simultaneously while you're going through this process, you're digging into your roots, right? You're really learning and discovering who you are and what you're made of. So, and you'll be surprised that when you start thinking in this way and you start doing these things, that this crazy hurricane going on in your brain is going to start to reshape itself. And it's almost like right now you're a fucking fire hydrant that's just spraying everywhere, right? Okay. We need to, we need to lock down those fucking, corks around the thing and then channel it through one of those hoses. So working with these energies is channeling that energy through your heart. And you are not going to believe, and the reason why you don't want to control this is because when you actually start doing this and you find your little flow in it, holy fuck, dude, you are going to be more powerful than you can realize. You're going to change so many, and look, you're not going to have to think about or worry about how you're going to make money, how you're going to be okay. It's just going to fucking happen for you. When you have your focus on this, everything else is just going to line up for you. You're going to figure it out through that intuitive knowing. Your intuitive guidance is about to get super fucking sharp, right? And so after all this shit, so probably by the end of December, you're going to have this massive aha moment shifts. So from now until then, there's going to be a very deep and intense purging process where you're going to be learning. And I'm going to send you this because you're probably going to want to listen to it 100 more times. Yeah. Okay. And Jess has been through this for sure. Yeah. So you're going to be going through this purging process, right? Then you're going to get to this point. It's like you're going to hit a threshold. And it's going to be like, bam, wow, I get it. Okay, now I know what to do. Let's fucking go. Next year, shit's going to just start flowing. Okay? Just go into yourself, ground yourself out. Okay, now if you get to the point, because there's a lot of information, I know, but if you get to the point where you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're feeling like, okay, what do I do again? Right? Just meditate, clear yourself, take a step back, stretch, do whatever you do to clear your mind. Okay? And then take one step at a time, because this is really all about learning how to master your emotions. Because right now your emotions are chaotic. They're all over the place. They're controlling you, right? So what we don't want to do is we don't want to fall into the bad habits of emotionally eating or doing drugs or alcohol or doing things to numb things out, or just, I don't want to think about it. Just leave me alone. Right. And you know what, if that happens, it's okay. Whatever. Like this process,
I sleep all the time.
well, and like, I am telling you right now, like I'm going through something similar to this right now too. And I do too. Like I go through 4 or 5 days where like I need to fucking like sleep, lay down for like 12 hours. And I get up and it takes me a while to get going. There's a part of that. You have to find that balance where you accept that part. It's okay, but still don't do things to damage yourself. Still take care of yourself. Still, and don't beat yourself up for it either. But also don't let yourself slack. It's a fine line. It's a fine balance. Okay. This is about learning where to motivate yourself, but not enable yourself. And this is going to come through, one step at a time, getting out of your comfort zone. Maybe the first step is going to take you like a week and a half. Like you're going to go food shopping and you're going to feel this feeling and look up, and then you'll be like, nope, fuck that. Look back down, just keep going. Right. You might do that a couple times, or you might not. Whatever the case is, just do the best that you can and take it one day at a time. Okay. So that's basically what I got for you.
Okay.
So, yeah. No, normally I don't like to share this much deep personal information, but I wanted to give an example of the type of clarity and effect and efficiency that can come from understanding what's going on in that mind and how to navigate it. So now that you've gotten this information, how do you feel?
It's nice to have some clarity, honestly, just because I feel like I've just kind of been flailing, just like I've been falling midair, not knowing what to do. I feel like my life has just been crumbling, like every aspect that I felt was so solid in my life is crumbling away at my feet,
And this is a good thing, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's tough, it's really tough. There were a lot of things that it's just, and that control that I want to have over it is making it harder.
It's only tough because you try to control it. You know that, right? So
yeah,
the more, and you're realizing more and more every day that you have no control over shit.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, learning to just focus on keeping your mind still is really the maximum amount of control that you do have. So the more that you let go of control and the more that you step into this knowingness and giving it, to the universe and letting it go emotionally, like just keep reminding yourself, just let it go, deep breathing. Like I have my, different, like I like to lay on like a sound lounge, and I like to do, breathing techniques, meditation, yin yoga. I go for hikes, I do rapé, things like that. So whatever it is that you find that clears your mind, do that. Okay. And anybody that would like to contact me, you can just go to my IG and click on the link, or go to spiritualbodybuilder.com, and you can get a reading from me from there.
Awesome.
All right. So
thank you so much.
My pleasure. And I hope you have a great day. And I hope that this helps to give you some guidance and strength on your journey. Okay.
Yeah. Jessica, yes, call me. Talon, thank you. I love you. And London, I love you.
Thank you, guys. All right. Have a wonderful night.
All right. You too.
All right.
Thank you.
Take care.
Much love.
You too. Bye. Okay. There we go, Abby. You got this, dude. I'm proud of you. I think you're going to do great things.